So in the last video, I did talk to you guys about Conquest Extreme. I gave you guys kind of a rundown of what it is. I told you guys a little bit about what the missions are, and we took a look at the rewards, and you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different players that you can actually acquire from the Conquest Extreme missions. So we finally know who those last few players are. Some people in the community have finished Conquest Extreme, so we will go over each and every reward on this board. But I also want to tell you a little bit about the secret missions hidden inside of Conquest Extreme. So in the last video, we went over that if you did all of the missions listed at the beginning of Conquest Extreme, all of these guys conquered their stronghold on or before the turn or whatever. If you did all of them, that would bring you up to 60% completion in the program. Well, now we finally know what the last few missions are that will actually get you to 100% complete in Conquest Extreme. So let's get into it. So what you're looking at on the screen right now is an image. I got this image from ASEZ Lightning on Twitter. I don't know if it's his own image, but I did see it on his Twitter, so I want to at least acknowledge that, and I'll put a link to that tweet down in the description. These are the last 3 missions for Conquest. So you have to conquer all strongholds on or before turn 18, on or before turn 15, and then on or before turn 12. So really you can get all 3 missions in one go. But man, you have to conquer the entire board on or before turn 12. That is going to be extremely difficult, dude. It took me about 40 turns to do it, 40 plus to do my first run through of real Conquest, the easy way to do it. You got to do this in less than 12 turns, or less than 13, I guess. That is insane, man. Conquest really did get extreme for Conquest Extreme. Now, there are some things on Reddit that I have seen that kind of like help you grind it out a little bit. So I'm going to use some of those strategies. Once I do finish Conquest Extreme, I might make another video giving you guys a bit of strategy as to how to do these last 3 missions, because these last 3 ones are going to be a pain in the ass. So yeah, guys, that is what you're gonna have to do to finish off Conquest Extreme, and it's not gonna be a fun grind. It's gonna be a grind, and it's gonna be rewarding at the end, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be a brutal grind. So now we know how to do Conquest Extreme, or at least we know what the missions are. Somebody, like I said, has finished Conquest Extreme, and we now know what the rewards are. So let's go ahead and take a look at these guys. So for the 20% reward, this is going to be a mystery gold player. We know who this guy is. This is going to be a Washington Nationals flashback. I actually saw him in a BR draft earlier today, so let me go ahead and show you who this is. This is going to be this 81 overall Drew Storen card. He's a closing pitcher, slider, sinker, four seam, and changeup. This is one of the vertical card arts that they have added into the game now. But 88-80 hits and Ks per 9 with 98 velo, 95 break, as well as some good other little per 9s in there. Those don't really matter that much, but slider, sinker, four seam, changeup. Really good 4 pitches right there. That sinker is going to be nice because it's all the way up at 95. The changeup's at 88. His slider's all the way at 84, so he's going to have a lot of movement and a lot of velo. This Drew Storen could be a really good reliever. He's a 2011 breakout card, so he's the 20% reward, and I would probably throw this guy in my bullpen for the time being, just with these attributes on his card. So now the next reward, once you get to 40% in the program, you are getting a mystery diamond player. This is going to be another National League flashback guy, but this guy is actually going to be a hitter. He's going to be from the Atlanta Braves, and he's going to be 86 overall Orlando Cepeda, 1970 impact veteran card. He is a first baseman. He's a pretty solid hitter. 82 99 contact, 82 56 power with 88 vision, 82 clutch, 58 discipline. The fielding is whatever, the speed is whatever, but he's a first baseman. He doesn't need to be amazing. Those hitting stats are pretty good in itself, so this guy would be a solid spot for you at the corner. If we take a look at any sort of quirks he has its hitting machine and 20/20 vision, so either of these quirks really aren't going to affect actual gameplay. They're mainly cosmetic perks. So Orlando Cepeda, pretty good first baseman. Atlanta Braves flashback. He is the 40% reward in Conquest Extreme. Next up, 60%, you have another mystery diamond player. This is going to be another National League flashback. Actually, guys, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure every player in this program is going to be a National League flashback. But you do have Orel, Hershiser as the 60% reward in Conquest Extreme. Kind of weird that the 40% is an 86 overall, and then the 60% is an 85 overall. I don't know why they would do that. I feel like you would probably want a higher overall card for the higher rewards. I know it's a pitcher and a hitter, and they're not going to really be in the same tier, but it just kind of seems weird to me. But anyway, Orel Hershiser, starting pitcher, 1985 breakout season for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's got a sinker, great pitch, cutter, curveball, changeup, and four seam, so he's got a lot of movement and some fastballs in there, so he's going to have a pretty good versatility when it comes to his pitch selection. 97 stamina, 87 72 per nines. Those Ks per nine would, if those were up a little bit, that would be a little bit more enticing for this guy. 70 velocity and 84 break is not too bad in itself. The real spot where he's going to shine is in his difference in velocities. Look at his main pitch, the sinker at 91, and then that four-seam fastball at 92. Look at the curveball and changeup differences. From 92 to 77, that is a 15-mile-an-hour difference between the fastball and the curveball. Now, of course, a curveball is always going to be slower than a fastball, but that 84 break, that's going to have a lot of movement, and it's going to be slower, so that's going to be a good difference of speeds. Also, the changeup at 80, going from 92 to 80, a 12-mile-an-hour difference, that's going to be pretty nice as well. So the difference in speeds is really going to be where this guy shines. He has a lot of versatile pitches, so he's a pretty good pitcher. I'd have to see him used in the game in order for really me to make a judgment on him if I would use him on my team or not. Okay, so I stand corrected. I totally forgot that the 80% mystery diamond player is not going to be a National League guy. He is actually going to be an American League guy, and he is going to be a hitter as well. So the 80% collection reward for Conquest Extreme is going to be a Twins flashback. I'm actually hovering over him right now, except that's the live series version. We have the 86 overall Impact veteran Brian Dozier from the 2016 season. This guy is a good right-handed second baseman with a ton of power. 67-76 contact, 85-95 power with 64 vision. 78 fielding is pretty good too. The arm strength is kind of low, but you don't really need that good of arm strength at second base. It's mainly if you can cover, if you have lateral movement left to right, that's where you're really going to be good on defense. You don't have to have the best arm in the world. Of course, that's helpful, but it's not the biggest thing for second base. And then 69 speed is pretty good as well, so he's going to be able to hit the ball, he's going to be able to field fine, and he's going to be able to run. But that power, man, especially that power against lefties, 95, that is some serious power. So I'm looking forward to trying out this card. We'll see how he does. I'm not crazy about this guy, but he still looks like a pretty good card. As far as his quirks, he's got Unbreakable and Bomber, just a couple cosmetic perks. I don't think any of these guys are really going to have anything other than cosmetic perks, or quirks, I'm sorry. So yeah, Brian Dozier is the 80% reward for Conquest Extreme. 10% later, you have a mystery high diamond player. This is going to be another hitter once again, and he's going to be another National League guy. So we're going to go back to the National League Central. We are going to go to the Cardinals, and here he is right now, guys. 93 overall, Yadier Molina, catcher. He's an all-star from the 2012 season. 93, that's a pretty high diamond. His secondary position of first base, don't overlook that too, so that's really nice. But 88 105 contact, 105 contact for his lefties. That is a very big shining spot for him. 94 vision as well. His PCI is going to be big against a lot of pitchers. Really nice to have that. 61-72 power is middle of the road. That I like that. That's pretty solid. But really, guys, take a look at his fielding. 95 fielding, 99 arm strength, 85 arm accuracy, 82 reaction, and then you can't see it because my face cam's in the way, but 95 blocking. This right now, as I'm looking at it, just from what I'm seeing, this is probably the best catcher in the game at the moment. There could be a Johnny Bench that comes in that's better. Immortal Mike Piazza, when he gets released, he's probably going to be the go-to guy. But as far as right now, this Yadier Molina looks like he's probably the best catcher in the game at the current moment. So I'm very excited to get my hands on this Yadier Molina once I do finish Conquest Extreme. He'll definitely be my starter over there because there's really nobody else that that even competes with him for me at this point in time. Like, you know, some of the other guys like Gary Carter or whatever, they're going to be decent, but this Yachty is just going to be absolutely insane. And that's not saying Gary Carter is bad. You look at Gary Carter, 86 fielding, 87 arm strength, 83 arm accuracy, 72 reaction, and 87 blocking. He is not a bad catcher at all. I'm not saying that at all. But that Yadier Molina is definitely going to be the go-to catcher for now for a lot of people who finish Conquest Extreme. He's just too good. That contact against lefties all the way up over 100, just too good. And yes, guys, here we go. Once you finish Conquest Extreme, you get all the way up to 99%. You are going to be getting another high mystery diamond player, and yes, he's going to be another National League flashback, another hitter. I've actually already hovered over him at one point in this video when I was showing you a different guy. When I was showing you Orel Hershiser in the Dodgers flashbacks, maybe some of you guys missed this guy right here. 92 overall Matt Kemp is the 99% Conquest Extreme reward. The 100% reward is the souvenir collectible, but that's whatever. But he's a 92 overall all-star from the 2011 season. He's a center fielder. He can play all three outfield positions. 94 104 contact, 78 99 power with 54 vision. The vision's a little bit low, but those hitting numbers are so good, man. 97 durability, so he's not really going to get hurt. 101 clutch, he's going to be great with runners on base. And then the fielding, 85 fielding with 78 arm strength, 72 arm accuracy, 75 reaction. Really good center fielder right there. He's going to be able to track down a lot of balls. He's going to be able to throw some guys out. He's going to be able to make some plays. So very good defensive guy as well as a very good hitting guy. And then the speed as well. 83 speed with 81 stealing and 87 base running and aggressiveness. He's going to be all over the field for you guys. He's just going to be an all-around player. I'm pretty sure 2011 is when he was very close to the 40-40 season, and then Ryan Braun actually got the MVP that year over Kemp, but then it came out that Ryan Braun used roids. So it was, you know, this was an amazing year for Matt Kemp, and I think it's represented pretty well in the card right here. So 92 overall Matt Kemp is the final Conquest Extreme reward. Once again, going back to what I said about Orel Hershiser and Orlando Cepeda, kind of weird that the 99% reward or the higher reward is a lower overall, even if it's only by one. I know they play different positions and the overall is weighted differently. It's just kind of interesting when you think about it. So overall, guys, Conquest Extreme's rewards are going to be some of the top cards in the game at the moment, but I do think once like Immortals are starting to be able to get acquired, some guys in these career arc programs are getting acquired, I really don't know if these guys are going to be as good as we hoped. I really thought we were going to get like a 95 plus as the last reward for Conquest Extreme, but I don't know. This Matt Kemp card, I'm not saying this Matt Kemp card is bad by any means. It's a fantastic card, one of the best outfield cards in the game at the moment. It's just, I feel like I'm a little bit underwhelmed, to be honest. I don't know why. Like, it's hard to explain because this seems like I'm complaining about a good card. It's an amazing card. It's just, I think I had my expectations up to something like, you know, maybe like higher, like this 96 Beltray or something like that. I don't know. I just had my expectations a little bit too high, and the rewards did let me down a little bit, even though they're very good. So it's just kind of a weird feeling for me right now. But regardless, I am still going to grind Conquest Extreme. That is still pretty much my main focus right now in MLB The Show 18 Diamond Dynasty. That is what I'm going to be doing on stream a lot, just grinding these Conquest Extreme missions. So hopefully I get this Matt Kemp here soon, this Yadier Molina, the Brian Dozier, and get you guys some gameplay with them as the season goes on. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys are going to finish up Conquest Extreme and go for these rewards. Are you happy with them? Are you disappointed? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Drop a thumbs up on it if you did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the new MLB The Show 18 information. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I just hit my arm on the table.